What's going on, guys? This is Pallet with Bob, and what I have for you right now is a Minecraft commentary. So, right here, what you see, this is my world that I wanted to show you, and you may or may not recognize it as Pallet Town from the Pokemon games. This version of Pallet Town is a mixture of how it is in the first generation and the remake, Fire Red, and also a little bit of my imagination. You have to use a bit of imagination because there aren't any really good texture packs for Pokemon, so I had to get creative with materials. Also, just to explain why it's incomplete, I used a mod that makes a lot of flat land. It's huge, as you can see, but it's actually not big enough to create the whole Pokemon world like I had intended to. So I just kind of gave up because there's no point in wasting tons of time if it can't be complete. But this is how far I got before I realized this is just my very crude beginning of Route 1. You might recognize the sand portions, and I did a little bit of grass over here. But what I wanted to show you was the buildings and the town itself. So let's just drop on down here onto the grass that came out very uneven colored. I think because of the update, but I'm not sure. So imagine you're starting here in Pallet Town. You got what would be an ocean to Cinnabar Island over here. And the first building we're going to go on into is Professor Oak's lab. I tried to be fairly faithful to the game, but this building ended up having to be huge or else it just felt very cramped. So this is where I said you have to be kind of creative. You have to imagine that this is Oak's desk with his computer on it. You would imagine that the two Pokédexes are over here. But what I did was I put them in this dispenser as little books, so you can pretend that's what's going on. Whoops. My bad. Then come over here. This is the table where the Pokeballs would be. If you go to that chest in the center, 3 apples, kind of like Pokeballs. I thought it was clever, but whatever. And then in the Fire Red version of the game, there's like this big old contraption in the middle of Oak's office. So I did my best to recreate that with, I think these are like jukeboxes, glowstone, glass. I think it looks cool. Moving right along, you recognize most of the scenery, grass, fences, paths from the games. Unless you're not as ridiculous as I am, who can remember like everything from every Pokemon game, but you can call that a curse as well as a gift. So this is the house that you start in. It's pretty accurate, but it doesn't look great. But what you have here is the table where your mom is sitting. You have the little kitchen area over here, and the TV that she would be watching, where they have the movie, I'm assuming the movie Stand By Me on, from the description, about 4 boys on railroad tracks. This is the upstairs. I think the upstairs came out fairly well. You got your bed that you wake up in at the beginning of the game, or, well, you actually start over here, but I've always imagined you kind of like wake up in the bed instead of actually just shrink down into tiny size. This is your desk with your first PC. This is the TV with the NES. So it's I tried to stick to the game even though the objects themselves don't look like it. And you may or may not have noticed by now, but oh well, Minecraft's freezing, but that's okay. It tends to do that because my computer, for some reason, it can play other games, but it can't handle Minecraft too well. Anyway, I just got Camtasia Studio 7, which means I can record from my PC, and it also means I can show you my beautiful face when I'm doing it. Hope you enjoy. This is your rival's house. I accidentally made it exactly identical to your own house. I don't think it's like that in the game, but what can you do? I made a mistake. I did this one first, and I just wasn't paying attention, and I accidentally made it exactly like the starter house. So I just went with it. Here's the tall grass that Oak won't let you go into the beginning, and there's Route 1 with some Pokemon? I don't know. They're mobs. They're doing shit out there. So I was thinking I might be able to continue with this project just because I could just duplicate the empty world multiple times and just build each city individually. I don't know if anyone would be interested in seeing that, but I guess if you are, let me know, because I'd be happy to do it. I had a lot of fun making this, and you know, if people want to see it, I'll put the time into making other cities. It would probably take longer because all the other cities are bigger than Pallet Town, and this took me quite a while. But hey, you know, I need stuff to do. I have a lot of free time, so just let me know. And expect some more Modern Warfare 3 coming. I think I have another commentatable gameplay coming to you soon. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, expect maybe clips too. I just put my first one up. I'm glad to see that theater mode works. Alright. I'm not going to drag this along any farther, so I'm just going to say, see y'all later.